Well, hey everybody, I'm Jan Erickson from Stepping Aside, and welcome to Esoteric and Magic Influences for the 5th through the 11th of September 2021. Well, I hope everybody had a good week. We're still dealing with smoke, and it's impacting everything, literally impacting everything. We have to mask up when we go outside. We can't be out for very long. It's not as bad as it was last year, though. Last year was just flat out horrible, and really quite terrifying, even though the fires were there was some fire in our area, but it was never going to get to us, right? But it doesn't matter. It's just the idea of having to breathe smoke all the time is ridiculous, and it's so toxic. We keep getting all these alerts on our phones and on the iPads and stuff, and from the weather app saying, "Oh my goodness, stay inside" and all that. It's like, okay, as best we can. Let's see. So Sunday the 5th, 5 numerology. We're talking protection, obviously. Freedom versus restriction, change. Let's see. Thursaz is the rune for Sunday, and so we're talking there Thor's rune. Dealing with it's useful in weather magic, but it's also dealing with out of control behavior or lack of impulse control. It's kind of like controlling chaos. It's effective against giants, and so which I'm sure. Though I think Thor probably was quite big. Let's see. Cauda Draconis is the geomancy rune that appears again on, I think, Friday, and we're talking karma, the effect of karma or past experience or past lives on the present moment. The moon is in Leo until it transitions into Virgo at 4:06 p.m. And the Human Design channel is Charisma, active on Sunday. Now, both of those charts, the astrological and the Human Design chart, are done for 8 in the morning. So things change depending on when the time you do things, but that's where we start out at. Let's see, Sun governs magic on Sunday. The favorability is neutral. And so you're focusing on clarity, truth, healing, courage, removing barriers. Thursaz will be good for that. And also leadership. So Sunday's 5 numerology expresses, along with protection, the balance between freedom versus restriction. Acknowledging the lower vibrational energy involved, work a spell on Sunday that not only controls impulsive behavior, but also breaks through frustrations and removes barriers that prevent you from protecting self and others. And again, Thursaz would be helpful with that. Sensitivity may be high for the next few days, and you may be triggered by others close to you. It's best not to take the bait for the time being and exercise some restraint. Speak up for yourself if necessary, but if not, observe your reaction to discover its inner meaning. If resources aren't there to continue on your current path, it may be time to focus on new beginnings that preserve your fundamental values and principles, irrespective of the desires of others. You've likely gone as far as you can go, and common sense is required now. Maximize any openings that arise and take advantage of your natural sense of timing to take action on Sunday. On Monday the 6th, let's see, Labor Day. We have assuming we can get outside and there's no smoke, which I doubt. I'm sure it's going to still be here because there are fires everywhere. And Oregon just seems to be the little melting pot or collection pot for all of it, whether we're on fire or not. And if we are too, like we were last year, then it's just horrible. And last year, like I said, was way worse, at least here in Oregon, than it is this year. But still, it's not healthy outside. So Monday, just do your best if you're dealing with that. Then if you're in the area that's been hit by hurricane, then Hurricane Ida, I guess it wasn't it? You're going to have your own set of issues you're going to be struggling with, and fortunately, there's help down there now. How all that's going to play out, I don't know, but. This is not it just seems like it's, every year they're having to deal with this, and I don't know. It makes you really rethink things, where you live and all of that, I think. Let's see. But for Monday the 6th, you're talking about shared path, shared direction, harmony. Fehu is the rune for Monday, so it's a transactional rune. It's cattle and wealth, but it's also the sending rune in magic. casting your intention. Poor is the geomancy rune, and that's scattered little boy energy, lack of impulse control, but not to the level of Rubius, which is the adult version of that. Virgo is the moon, a placement of the moon on Monday. Charisma is still the active channel in the human design chart on Monday. The moon governs magic. The favorability is neutral. So you're talking feminine magics, healing, intuition, cycles, reincarnation, balance, change, astral travel, and all. Your energy or focus may still be scattered on Monday. That's the effect of poor. And it may impact your interactions with others. Use the sending energy of Fehu to refocus your intention on that which reflects a higher vibrational awareness so that you extend a more compassionate attitude to others. And you're going to find that higher awareness, that's what charisma is. The channel of charisma is all about, really is about higher awareness. And it's really what you're going to be needing to do is keeping your awareness in that higher vibratory state, realistically going forward, not just this week, but going forward to deal with all the nonsense that we're all dealing with right now. Emotions may still be at the surface on Monday, and self-expression may be challenging. Drop resistance and sit with your feelings, accepting them for what they are. It may be that early nurturing was affected and you felt unable to ask for or receive compassion from significant others, no matter who they were. Stay strong and speak your truth when you feel most ready and when the timing is right. If transitioning to a new experience, realize that confusion is part of the process and it will take a detailed analysis of a past success to inform the future. Remain adaptable to the changing situation and align with others to foster strength and security. And that's on Monday the 6th. Now, Tuesday, the 7th of September, 7 is about observation and bringing things to rest. Oh, I see what's wrong. My shawl's not even. Well, what are you going to do? It's early. Well, it's not. It's mid-morning. Anyway, I can't even use that as an excuse. Let's see. But again, letting things come to a rest, observing until things settle out, and then and only then do you make your decision. Right. The rune is Manaz for Tuesday, and that's it's self within society, the individual within society. Very complex rune. The geomancy rune is Karser, also complex, although maybe not so much when you think about it. But it's really talking about self-imprisonment and letting perceptions keep you locked in a space that doesn't allow you to move forward and out of whatever is keeping you stuck. The moon is in Virgo until it transitions in the evening at 8:21 to Libra. Again, charisma. Charisma is going to be active all week long. On Saturday, we're going to add a couple more in, but other than that, we're, again, higher self-awareness and raising the vibratory state is extremely important this week and going forward, I think. Mars governs magic, so passion, manifestation, creativity, self-assertion, reducing conflict, and the favorability on Tuesday is excellent. So you're going to want to step back to survey a situation as it unfolds so that your own perceptions do not keep you from seeing the truth. Understand that what is playing out is likely for your own benefit so that a greater awareness unfolds. Although Manaz represents integration with others, in truth, it also expresses the concept or the idea of the other side of self. Every time you see somebody else, that's the other side of self, right? Playing out things that are informing you that you don't have to necessarily do yourself. You can watch it unfold with them and go, okay, I get that. But really, it's the other side of self, and that in alone presents a valuable perspective, that you can gain from that awareness of that, I guess. Anyhow, while the moon is still in Virgo, you may need to exercise some patience if interactions aren't going as you like. Avoid overreactions so that you maintain your emotional balance. The situation is likely temporary and it'll pass if you give it little to no attention. Carrying a mojo or gree bag filled with dried lavender along with some other calming items, maybe a piece of lapis lazuli or citrine or something like that, there's a blue agate that I just love, and I can't think of what it's called. But anyway, it's just gorgeous. The name escapes me, but I like that really well to include in a mojo bag when you're trying to stay calm. I'll think of it eventually. But withdraw if it appears that your inner resources are wasted on a situation with no real outcome, and take that time to contemplate your next step forward. Avoid negative forces that seek to disrupt or prefer only their own agenda, and remain calm amidst whatever chaos they want to cause. Instead, align with others who to foster strength and security. Wednesday the 8th. Now, 8 is about material security, recognition, leadership. The runes is Kenaz, or the light of spirit, or the torch, which you can find in many of the Elder Futhark runes contained within it. Albus is the geomancy runes, so wisdom of the sage. The moon is in Libra. Charisma is still the human design channel active. Mercury governs magic. The favorability is neutral, and you're talking communication, justice, revelation, balance, those kinds of things to work on Wednesday. Let's see. I had to double check. Is it Wednesday? Yes, it's Wednesday. Your intuition is strong on Wednesday, and you understand the greater picture, even if others don't. You express yourself well, and your knowledge of an ongoing situation is appreciated by all. If any deceptions experienced, a candle spell along with some citrine for support may prove informative. Now that the moon is in Libra, you prefer harmony to conflict, especially with close partners. You make steady progress and your focus is strong. Listen to your feelings and allow your nurturing side to be felt by others. Success is inevitable, particularly if you trust the process on Wednesday. While others may not have your leadership skill set, it's up to you to convey the wisdom necessary to move forward. But if that seems like an exercise in futility, it may be best to withdraw and proceed alone. And that's kind of also an underlying thing going on this week, is knowing when to step back and do your own thing, where it's just like, okay, I'm what I'm saying's just not working for anybody else. It's falling on deaf ears. It's just not, nobody's listening, or whatever it ends up being. I guess it could be various things. And just do what you need to do. Thursday, the 9th of September, we're talking with the 9 energy endings: completion, humanitarianism, generosity, spiritual messenger. 11 is also a spiritual messenger. The rune is Isa, the first Norn rune of the week. Hagalaz is the last one on Saturday. But we're talking about will contraction and alignment and source presence. Tristitia is the geomancy rune, so loss and grief and sorrow and sadness. The moon is in Libra until it travels into Scorpio at 11:05 p.m. in the evening, or at night, I should say. The human design channel, again, is charisma. Jupiter governs magic. Favorability is excellent, so social justice, healing, abundance, income, growth, achieving goals and desires. Lots of things to work with there that are going on these days. So you're going to want to craft a healing ritual on Thursday to express compassion to those suffering or grieving. This is a time of great difficulty for many, and focusing your intention in a manner that relieves the stress they feel will be greatly appreciated. Let go of your own worries and allow your mind to rest. Allow your higher self to control your thoughts using trance work or meditation. Use this time to reevaluate your direction to be certain that it aligns with spirit. Take note of any negative perceptions that prevent a higher vibratory state. Release any need to control the outcome and remain adaptable to the ideas of others with more experience. Although you may feel the need to act on Thursday, it's best now to observe until the greater picture is clear. Moving to Friday, the 10th of September, that gives us a 1 numerology, so new beginnings, wholeness, unity, revolution. Tiwaz is the rune, so the spiritual warrior within. Cauda Draconis again is the tail of the dragon, or karma, the effect of past life or past experience on present moment awareness, and also the future. The moon is in Scorpio fully. Charisma is still the human design channel active in the chart on Friday. And Venus governs magic, and favorability is very good. So anything partnership related, fertility, healing, compassion, love. Let's see, you can do anything like that in a magical working on Friday. Safety issues continue to be in focus on Friday, particularly where the health of the nation's children are concerned. Oh my goodness, is it ever. Cauda Draconis demonstrates how the negative impact of lower vibrational energies impacts the perceptions and will of those focused on the self and on harming others. However, with Tiwaz, you allow the spiritual warrior within to rise up and set not only boundaries, but also an example for others to follow. With the moon in Scorpio, intuition is strong and you're focused on serious matters. If delays occur, instead of allowing frustration to arise, look for the message behind what's happening. Perhaps you need to take a different course, and the delay is part of that process of realization. I've been doing that a lot lately, and boy, that sure works to take that moment and go, okay, what message is this giving me? A superficial approach with others may be the better option if issues of security arise instead of becoming argumentative. Again, the conflict is coming from lower vibrational energies displayed by others who simply cannot see the greater picture of what they're doing. Follow safety guidelines and keep your own counsel and choose realism over conspiracy. Now, lastly, the Saturday the 11th. And again, if this freezes, I'll just start over for Saturday so you see the whole thing again. But hopefully we'll get through this and end it, and we won't have to restart. So 11 is a master number. It's about illumination, awakening, the spiritual messenger, all of that. Very powerful number. Hagalaz is the rune, the second rune, the second Norn rune we have this week. Destruction and preparation for change within a fixed framework. It's also known as the witch rune. Laetitia is the geomancy rune, and that's joy and fellowship and love and happiness. Good fortune. Let's see. Scorpio's still the moon's placement on Saturday. Charisma, the brainwave, and power, all dealing with deriving power from higher self-awareness, that higher vibratory state that where the soul resides fully, right? That is where you want to derive all of your awareness this week and going forward, so that you move from that mindset versus an egoic or reactive one, okay? Very, very important going forward here. The Saturn governs magic. The favorability is excellent. We're talking restrictions, cursings, bindings, summoning, harvest, purification, and protection on Saturday. So if you're feeling stressed from the week, use the energy of Hagalaz, both a Norn and witch rune, to restructure your perceptions and focus. Saturday's 11 master numerology indicates illumination and awakening, which would be the perfect focus from which you could then cast to the collective consciousness to assist others in achieving joy and higher awareness. Seriously. If you feel love and support from, or I should say you do feel love and support from others, and the reciprocity serves you well, spend time in meditation or in trance work to align with higher vibrational energies, relax into being, and feel the impact of the prior week's negativity dissolve away. Aligning with Saturday's 11 numerology, the channels of charisma, the brainwave, and power active in today's or Saturday's human design chart signals higher self-awareness is informing your perceptions and decisions. Remain patient and extend yourself in grace to others, allowing your intuition to lead you to a better path. So again, there's some things, some issues that are ongoing all week, and I really think keeping your vibration high takes you into that higher self-awareness that can then inform your perceptions and the decisions that you need to make. And right now, with things being so volatile out there in the world, it might be best to take note. If something's getting in your way, maybe it's getting in your way for a reason to stop you from going in that direction. Maybe something it's portending an issue that you really don't need to be dealing with. So pay attention to that as well this week, and I would say going forward for the foreseeable future. Just be aware of that and kind of give yourself a moment of pause to reevaluate what it is you're doing and to see if maybe you can adjust your course a little bit, or maybe even a lot. So that's it. That's all I have. Now, this has already gone up over on the blog at Stepping Aside. It'll cross-publish over on Medium and Patreon as well. And look forward to Monday and Thursday's readings on Somewhat Daily Tarot and Rune, and the correspondences that go up Monday through Friday, although I messed up and forgot to do it. I thought I did it on Friday over on Patreon, but I didn't. And so I did it today. So it's up anyway, for what it's worth anyhow. But just hang in there and be good to yourself, be good to one another, and blessed be.